As many of you may know, a year ago I graduated with my bachelor's in the art of communication. I've always been fond of the influence social media and entertainment has had over this lifespan. As I enter this new stage in my life, I am taking the leap of faith into exploring the creativity these platforms have to offer, not as a part-time consumer, but as a full-time creator. So get ready to take this great leap with me as I begin to share some of my most intimate and vulnerable moments. As always, please feel free to use this commentary platform to share your thoughts, your feelings, your ideas, and or light criticism. I look forward to learning, growing, rediscovering, creating a safe place, a safe place to channel with you all. Sincerely, Daphne. So I am a year in as a bachelor in the arts of communication, and I am extremely excited about having the opportunity to take full advantage of the liberal time that I now have. It is frightening. It is going to be challenging. You might see some and hear some things of me that are, as I mentioned, very true to who I am. And this whole experience, of course, is going to be a way for me to liberate what I feel, what I see, and kind of use it as a shifting dimension into the process of creating who I want to become. And of course, that is never really a known thing, because we are always developing, we're always changing, and we are always challenging ourselves to become much better. And I'm really excited because I've spent a lot of time consuming social media in the past, very long time, and as many of us do. So I'm excited to see what are the feedbacks, what are the connections that I'm actually able to make, because I have made some very great connections, at least as I feel, as I see other people around the world and I hear their stories, and I think to myself, this is the bravest thing that somebody can do, is expose themselves. And obviously what I am centering and filtering through these channels is not always going to be the exact frame that I live in, which is also something that I find incredibly beautiful. And we work so hard to fit into our dynamics, into our societies, into our systems, and we wonder, how can we do this creatively, where we can potentially find ourselves liberating ourselves to have the freedom that we all know we deserve, the comfort that we all know that we deserve, and to kind of invest our time, invest our knowledge, and or their little lack of whatever it may be that we have or may not have. It's just a really exciting time for me, where a lot of the excitement comes from also, of course, fear of not having X, Y, and Z in place, like many individuals, perhaps my age. And I won't disclose my age now, because if you know me, then you know what it is. But I am definitely looking forward to also seeing my character come alive, and just developing an identity for myself, which I find is something that I've always have been in the motion of doing. But this whole we're in a new year, we're in a new time and space. There are so many things that are within our control and so many things that are without, uh, not in our control. However, the time that I now begin to spend, I want to make sure that I am exposing it to a greater audience and seeing where this takes me. So I hope that you're on the other end listening with a caring heart, of course, and um, sharing anything that you think I might find of value. See you soon.